What's going on, everybody? ODC here, and I am here with a quick little rant video. I don't think I've ever done one of these before, but I did want to talk about this figure, which I just realized a piece just snapped on him, which is quite obnoxious. I wanted to talk about this figure. This is the wonderful trans Ronin figure. This is IDW's Drift. There is a comic book Drift series, which was actually pretty well done, I think, in my opinion. But this is a figure that cost me around 80 bucks through AliExpress. And I gotta say that the figure's design is very, very well done. I think you guys will really, really appreciate the amount of sculpted detail that's in him. But like I said, I just noticed that a piece on mine just snapped off on the ear, the tip of the ear. So one ear is a hair bit taller than the other one, the point. There are a lot of dense features to him, but there are also brittle pieces to him, which is rewarding and also frustrating at the same time. The transformation is kind of a nightmare on this guy. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go ahead and agree with the majority of the reviewers that are out there. That's kind of why I'm not going to be doing a full review on this guy, because the transformation is way too intricate. I transformed him once, and like I said, it stress marked one of the ears, and then it made me never want to ever do it again. But the car mode is absolutely gorgeous. It's not his IDW look for his car mode. I want to say it's a little bit, as far as accuracy goes, the Mastermind Creations might be a little bit closer to accuracy, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the body proportions on the Mastermind Creations Drift. There's a Flame Toys version, but I'm not spending $300 to $400 on a Flame Toys anything for a figure that doesn't transform. Now, in this case, this was a great option because it's far cheaper than what Mastermind Creations Drift goes for now, like $200. It's crazy for a figure that's like, what, 8, 9 years old at this stage. And then you've got the Flame Toys, which is hundreds of dollars, so even more expensive. So this was a good option. I don't plan on really transforming him ever again. I did it once. I'm probably never going to do it again. And, you know, usually I don't bitch about transformations, but this was one where it was really, 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 really annoying, like super obnoxious to have to deal with. And like I said, a piece of mine stress marked, and then it just literally fell off the moment I started shooting this video. So, and I'm pretty careful with my stuff. I don't ham fist my stuff. I take my time with it. I try to make sure there's clearances, and for some reason, maybe it already came stressed from the purchaser, but I don't know, whatever. It's over and done with is what I'm getting at. Just kind of wanted to point it out in case, you know, any of you purchase this. There is a ton of paint on him, and I mean a ton of paint. Look at just the legs. There's tons of gold, silver, blue, gunmetal. I mean, he is filled with paint all over. Here's the back of the leg, and you can see like almost looks like oil levels and shit in his leg, and like pistons and stuff like that. And then there's these fins for an air dam, and then onto the back also you can see there's even more detail, some nice gold and red mixed together with the white, and it just looks really good. There's a different shade of gray here, where there's a metallic gray right here. Everything is very, I don't know, it's not optionless as far as how he looks, and he looks very, very good and very, very close to the Flame Toys. He is taller than the Flame Toys. He is, I want to say, probably, maybe depending on how particular you are about scale. I'm not really that hard up on scale when it comes to Transformers, because Transformers can adjust their size and regulate things, and like Soundwave is tall, like almost like a little bit shorter than Megatron, but he can turn into a boombox and have tape decks. Like, it just, so scale for me with Transformers is just, I'm not one of those snobs. So he's more masterpiece scaled. I want to say maybe more like Generation Toy he would fit in with, like Generation Toy Optimus Prime. But he is tall. So he's taller than the Mastermind Creations Optus Promenon. So he won't really fit in with that IDW look for him, but he will fit in with the Generation Toy IDW Prime. With that being said, he does have really good range of motion, articulation for all of this bulkiness that he's got, but that's kind of been his design. Like, he's always had these big bulky sections, and you know, the chest is beautifully done. Like, let me just adjust my camera here and zoom in so you guys can really see what I'm talking about. Like, he's got these like blue clear plastics mixed with like gold and silver paint, and then he's got these yellow plastics right here on for the what looks like to be like just gizmos and such. Very Cybertronian look. The face sculpt looks really great. Very IDW drift, and it's just so good. I'm hoping that we get a legacy drift down the road. I mean, we haven't gotten a Hasbro released drift in a very long time. Maybe we can get a wing with him. That would be nice. I don't have too much to say as far as a ton of quality control, other than, like I said, the part of that tip of the ear snapping off on me, and the transformation really being overly done. Like, it's just, they over-engineered the transformation. They should have simplified it very much so, and maybe that would have helped if they would have brought the scale down just a little bit. It would have helped with not so many moving features and little tabs and hinges and little things. It also doesn't come with instructions. It comes with digital instructions, so you have to scan a code on him. The packaging is very nice. It comes in a big red box, and it's got some sayings and some features on there. He can store, he's got 3 bladed weapons. He's got these 2 right here, and then he comes with his big old sword right here, which looks really good. And there's more translucent plastic for the center of the sword. My tip is bent. It came like that from the package, or in the package, I should say. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Come on, zoom in on the tip. It's like a hair bent, but it's fine. I'm not going to try and bend it back or anything, just simply because I'm kind of worried that it'll snap off. So I don't have the, I guess, I don't have the confidence in the figure that this will really take any sort of damage, or it will take damage if it falls off a shelf or something like that. So there's another nitpick I could have with him, is that I guess the hands are a little funky, like that, and on top of that, sometimes the arms, when I lift them up, they will slowly want to dip down, just eventually. I think it's just because the lightweightness of up here, and then all of the weight of the arms, and then the hands, and then there's tons of die cast over here in the forearms. It's kind of bringing that weight down, but I'll kind of show you how posable he is. You got to lift these flaps up, and these are also die cast as well. Like I said, there's a ton of die cast on him. Let me see if I can get to that other flap there, Billy. Get to the other flap. There we go. And if it does unpeg the flaps, you can just peg them right back on. It's not like a big deal or anything like that. But he does have really good ratchets. Really good ratchets? Yes, good. Really good ratchets. And he can twist. Just be careful with twisting him and stuff like that, because you don't want to overdo it with him. Like I said, some of the plastics will hit the ears, and you got to be also mindful of those ears. And they're a sharper plastic, which is cool. He is a little bit limited in the elbow or the shoulders, just because of the design, I think. And these big bulky like air intakes are kind of in the way, but I'll back him up. He can flatten out his feet as well. So there's a lot that you can do with him, and a lot of cool posing that you can do with him, but the transformation does suck. So that's a huge mark against the figure, I think. A true transformer should be able to transform without too much of a convoluted mess. I guess it's kind of two of the same. It's almost like Wonderful Trans was like, oh, we can make the Flame Toys one, but also make it transformation ready. And yeah, he can do it. You can do it, but you'll be spending 35 to 45 minutes transforming this guy. And I don't know how many people have the patience for that. The look is perfect. I want to say they absolutely nailed the look on him. So there's no issue there with any sort of look or aesthetics. Aesthetically, he is very appealing. But when it comes to transformation, it's just really bad. It's really bad. Some people might tell you to stay away from it, but there's not a whole lot of options for poor Drift, other than, you know, maybe one day waiting for a Hasbro release. So, but for a third-party figure, I think he's solid. There's issues, but, you know, I've already explained that. Other than that, let me know what you guys think about Wonderful Trans Ronin, aka Drift here. Do you like Drift? Do you not know who Drift is? You can check him. You can check out. There's got the digital comics on the IDW library. You can check that out, or you know, Comixology, all that fun stuff. But yeah, this has been, I guess, just a little bit of a rant. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please do subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, like, dislike, whatever you want to do, go for it. I also have channel memberships. I will link them in the description box below. But that has been me, ODC, and I will see you guys on the flip side.